Putin's view of all those countries is we should support leaders in place, because if we don't, terrorist extremists will come to power. That's his view. So at the beginning of the Arab Spring, for instance, when we started to talk to him about what we were doing, he thought it was a big mistake to be withdrawing support from Mubarak, for instance, right? And Assad, who in his view, he thinks of them as like, slow-going, liberalizing modernizers. And remember, remember who he thinks himself is in his country. And therefore, rocking the boat was a bad strategy. Our argument back, particularly on Syria, back in 2011, not today, was if we don't take action now, when there's hundreds of thousands of moderate, peaceful protesters, as this thing festers in all revolutionary situations, what happens? Extremists who want to use more violent means grow in power. I teach a course on revolutions at Stanford, and I would say that's true in the Middle East, and it's true of the Bolshevik Revolution and French Revolution. It's a pattern you see, right, where the moderates don't have solutions, and that's when the radicals come in. And so we were pushing hard to get a solution earlier. We failed, let's be honest. We failed to do that. And now, in his view, it's happened exactly like he predicted. Our argument would be, well, that's because you didn't stand with us 3 years ago. With respect to Iraq now, though, we're totally aligned, I would say, with Russia. And strangely, of course, with lots of other countries, including Iran, on the necessity of shoring up the government against ISIS. And my own view, when I say I see Russians getting involved in supporting, in terms of military terms, the Iraqi government, I support that. What's the harm in that? Stop framing things in zero-sum terms. This is not a fight between the United States and Russia over who's going to have influence in Iraq. That's a ridiculous frame. This is a common struggle we have over what I believe is a common enemy of the Iranians, the Russians, and the Americans. So that's a personal view. I don't want to speak for the administration anymore, but I see this as one where we're cooperating.